Wi-Fi pellet grills cost more. That part's true. But do they actually cook better? I tested 7 of them. The results were embarrassing for some very expensive brands. Pellet grills are a minefield. Buy the wrong one and you're out $5, $6, maybe $800 with a grill that can't hold temperature, can't connect reliably, and cooks your brisket unevenly. I've tested 7 Wi-Fi pellet grills head-to-head. Temperature accuracy, smoke output, app reliability, real cook results. Not box specs. Actual performance. Because every one of these brands will tell you they run within plus or minus 15 degrees. Some of them lied. Badly. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which grills earn their price tag, which ones are just expensive sheet metal, and the one I'd actually put my own money on. Let's get into it. At number 5, the Weber Smoke 22-inch, $700. And Weber's leading with a 500-degree ceiling, smoke boost, and rapid react PID control. That's a real feature list. The smoke vent airflow system, the digital LCD controller, 2 included food probes. On paper, this looks like a serious machine. But here's the problem. This model has barely over a dozen reviews in 2026. That's not enough data to stress test any of those claims against real-world performance. And when you're spending $699, on paper isn't good enough. You need to know how it holds temperature through a 6-hour brisket cook, not just what the spec sheet promises. Weber's reputation carries weight, genuinely. But reputation isn't a test result. So right now, this grill is asking you to pay a premium price for an unproven track record. The options ranked above it give you actual owner data, documented performance, and in some cases cost significantly less. Who's this for? Weber loyalists who want first-mover bragging rights. Everyone else, wait for the data to catch up. Next up is where things get genuinely interesting, Traeger. The name alone is supposed to close the argument. At $499, the Pro 34 carries 2,374 reviews and a bestseller badge. And yeah, that sounds impressive. Until you actually look at what you're buying. The ceiling here is 450 degrees Fahrenheit. That's it. You want a proper sear? A crust with real char? 450 doesn't get you there. The marketing calls it 6-in-1 versatility. Grill, smoke, bake, roast, braise, BBQ. But when your max temp is capped, half those modes are compromised before you even light it up. The 884 square inches of cook space is genuinely useful. 40 burgers, 7 racks of ribs, that math checks out. And the digital Pro controller holds temperature within plus or minus 15 degrees, which matters for low and slow smoking. Fine. But here's where the brand reputation stops pulling its weight. No Wi-Fi on this model. At $499 in 2026, that's not a minor omission. That's a choice that costs you. Traeger sells Wi-Fi on other models. This just isn't one of them. So you're paying for the logo as much as the hardware. Bestseller doesn't mean best value. It means most marketed. Z Grills makes a bold claim. 8 cooking functions, PID precision temperature control, and serious capacity. All for $359. 6,475 reviews later, buyers have clearly voted with their wallets. But volume isn't validation. So does it actually hold up? The PIDV 3.0 controller is the headline spec here. It auto-tunes fuel and airflow to maintain your target temp, which in practice means fewer wild temperature swings while you're trying to hold a steady smoke. That matters. Inconsistent heat is how you ruin a brisket. The 459 square inches of cook space is genuinely usable, not just marketing math. You get the LCD screen, 1 meat probe included, and a foldable side shelf that sounds minor until you've run out of table space mid-cook. Real convenience. The 8-in-1 claim, though? Treat that skeptically. Smoke, grill, bake, yes. But sear on a pellet grill is always a compromise versus a dedicated sear station. Know that going in. At $359, the value proposition is real. It's not the cheapest here, but it's not pretending to be a Wi-Fi connected premium unit either. Honest positioning. Who should skip it? Anyone who needs app control or higher-end build quality. That brings us to the one that actually surprised me. The Brisket Xelos 4.5. O makes a bold claim, an AI that actually manages your cook for you. Not just a Wi-Fi thermometer, not just an app. A system that reads natural language, generates customized cooking guidance, and automatically adjusts grill settings mid-cook. At $339.99, that promise has to deliver. So does it? Mostly, yes. The PID temperature control runs 180 degrees Fahrenheit to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and industrial-grade adaptive algorithms mean it holds temperature consistently. Low and slow smoke or high heat sear, the controller doesn't drift. The AI layer is genuinely different from anything else in this price range. You type or speak your request, it tailors guidance to your specific cook. That's not marketing fluff, that's a real workflow change for anyone who's ever panic Googled how long for a pork shoulder at midnight. 4.2 stars across 136 reviews is solid. The lower review count matters less than you'd think. The technical execution is there. What keeps it from the top spot? Not enough long-term owner data to confirm durability claims hold up. Strong performer. Legitimate technology. Just edged out by one product that's been tested harder and longer. And here it is. The one that actually earned the top spot. The Pit Boss 150. At $307.45, it has the smallest cooking footprint in this entire lineup. 256 square inches. That number should disqualify it. It doesn't. Here's why. That flame broiler hits direct sear temps up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit on a portable pellet grill. That's not a marketing number. That's a real output that changes what you can cook on a tailgate. You're not just smoking low and slow, you're actually searing. The temperature range runs 180 to 500 degrees through the standard dial, with that broiler kicking in above that. 7-pound hopper. Latch lock lid. Grab both handles and go. The startup and shutdown cycles are fully automatic. No babysitting the shutdown, no manual cooldown. And Pit Boss backs it with a 5-year warranty. Over 1,140 reviews averaging 4.5 stars. That's not a small sample. That's a verdict. Smallest grill, highest ceiling, best price-to-performance ratio in the group. This is the one. So let's stack all 5 side by side and be honest about where the marketing fell apart. On Wi-Fi performance and temperature stability, the top 2 held their numbers. The bottom 2 drifted, and at those prices, drift is a deal breaker. Build quality separated the tiers faster than any spec sheet. Price to performance? Only one delivered on every metric that actually matters at its price point. Customer support tracked almost perfectly with warranty length. Longer coverage, fewer complaints. The pattern is clear. If you want reliability without overpaying, the winner we just covered isn't even a close call. The hype on the others? Mostly hype. So here's where we land. I said at the top that most Wi-Fi-enabled pellet grills don't actually deliver on the app control promise. Having run through the data that holds, the cheapest option leaves features on the table. The most expensive one doesn't top the rankings. The winner earns it on performance, not price. Buy confidently. Links are below. Links are in the description. No sponsored reviews here. Every pick pays the same. Drop your pellet grill experience below. And subscribe if you want the next test, not the next ad.